recording and set up a screen share. Yep.
Yeah, so this is from when me and Cypher were playing at his house, and these are just games where he's just basically like owning me like 3 stock, 4 stock, I think.
Uh-huh. Um, where is... Nope, that's not the one. Oh, must be these. These two, yeah, these two.
Yeah,
Okay, so one with Fox, one with Peach. Do you have one
yeah.
you prefer to start with?
No, that's fine. Whatever one.
Okay. Okay. Well, let's start with this one, and then. So usually, what I do is I like to like watch the first game kind of straight through,
Okay,
and then just kind of see what the vibes are, because I don't want to
okay.
get fixated on something in like the first 30 seconds,
Yeah,
and then like it never happens again. It's like, no, I'm
yeah. It's
playing at
just like a
home.
one-off thing I did or something.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm just gonna watch this Fox game first straight through and see
I'm
what's going
Marth.
on.
I'm Marth in both of these games, by the way.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Okay. Mhm. Alrighty. Cool. So a couple questions. I guess start off.
So,
What are you looking to get out of this analysis? Are you looking for like how long have you been playing? What are you looking to get out of analysis? So on and so forth.
I've been playing kind of off and mostly off, but like off and on since like my sophomore year of high school, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm a sophomore in college now.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say probably I don't know, have like a few months worth of play, like actual playtime in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I've just been going straight Marth all that time, and I don't know. I guess what I want to get out of this session is like basically Cypher is like the only player I've played like a lot where it's like okay, this guy's better than me. But like other than just like randos on Slippy, right?
Right, right, right. That makes
And
sense.
basically, kind of the vibe I'm getting when I'm playing with him is it's not so much that he's like just straight up outplaying me. It's like he's just like punishing me for a lot of like just dumb mistakes I'm doing. Like I'm
Okay.
just getting like exploited. It's not like me. It's not like straight out like just me getting outplayed. Like is that like a real distinction? Like, am I making sense there?
Yeah, yeah,
Or
yeah, yeah. I get what you're saying.
yeah.
Well, I definitely from this game I do see like a couple habits that you got abused on pretty hard. Like
Hmm.
so for example, watching this back, I don't know how closely were you watching it when I was watching the first time through? Can you tell
I
me
was
like
watching.
Okay, nice. Yeah. Can you
Yeah, I
tell
was watching.
me any sort of any sort of bad habits that you might have noticed for yourself?
Um, I'm not really sure. I think one thing is that I think I still approach too much, like by just full send like short hop aerial into him while
Mm-hmm.
he's just like shielding or something. I think I just do that too much. And then that's really punishable. But I have been like trying to cut down on doing that. And I think I've
Mm-hmm.
been doing that a lot less because I used to be like the only thing I ever did on
Mm-hmm.
approach was just full send like double fair on him.
Mm-hmm. I think.
And
Sorry. Go
I
ahead.
don't know. I think I don't know. I don't know if this is like a bad habit or not,
Mm-hmm.
but usually when he's under me and I'm on the platform, like he's under me and I'm on the platform, I'm always gonna go for like a shield drop aerial. That's just kind
Mm-hmm.
of something I just always do. But I don't know if that really was a big deal, at least in this game.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would say that your biggest problem with this game was, I mean, just number one, you just seemed like a much less like mechanically competent than he is. Like Cypher's like, he has a lot more like tech skill and execution than it seems
Yeah.
like you have down. So that's a really big thing that I think that kind of lends itself to a lot of like kind of like awkwardness of the match.
Are you saying
So
like movement and stuff?
yeah, like he's just better at like generally like moving out of his stuff and like look how like really immediate his stuff is. So like if we compare like the beginning, you want to be moving a lot more like fluidly. So for example, if we
Hmm.
like watch the beginning and we see what you do, you like drop through and then I guess this forward tilt's probably an accident, right?
Like you go back, I
Yeah,
probably tell you.
yeah.
Uh, probably yeah, probably. I don't know why I would do that.
Right, yeah. I mean, I
Just play
figured
it. I
it's
just
an
play
accident. Like, it doesn't seem like you're dumb or anything, Like, this is like,
it.
so you like
He's
kind of,
not exactly in range for that.
yeah. But it's like, you forward tilt and then like, you're just like still for a little bit. And then it's like, oh, like dash forward, fair. And then down tilt, that's all fine. But then it's just like, should go for delayed. But like by contrast, if you watch him, like now I'm not saying that like you always need to be like moving, but you can see that he's just kind of like a lot more immediate out of all of his actions.
Yeah. Okay.
So this would be a
He's just
big
cleaner
thing.
with it.
Yeah, that is a big thing that I would say to practice is like practice a lot. And I see you have like some wavelands and stuff, but like
Hmm.
practice a lot your movement, just making sure that you're able to move out of all your stuff like as quickly as you can, because that's going
Hmm.
to make a big difference going forward, like in terms of like there will be some like combos that you'll just be able to hit or not hit just based on like are you able to move out of connecting a move as quickly as possible, so it matters a lot.
Right. Right.
uh
Yeah. That's definitely big. I mean, the one I guess like new tech I'm trying to learn is what's it called? Pivot, like pivot F smashing,
mhm,
because I don't know. That's just I was doing it a lot in this one tournament. And I was getting like a ton of kills off of it, like F
mhm,
throwing them, and then you can just F smash even though they're like out of range technically.
mhm, mhm.
So yeah, but I guess so. What are you just talking about? Like I don't know, just like movement in general, or is there like specific text you're thinking of that I'm like missing, or is it just like
Movement in
not really the cleanest wave landing and stuff like that?
movement in general. I actually think your wave dashes and wavelands are pretty clean, but
Okay.
I would like to see you just move more fluidly and quickly out of all of your actions. So
Okay.
turn. I think you play on Slippy, right? So
Hmm.
you can there's like gecko codes that you can look up that you can put into Slippy, like to make your character like the green overlay or whatever, right? Like
Are you
turn.
talking like when you glow when you're in idle or whatever?
Yeah, yeah, definitely use that,
Okay.
and then try to and just like play like not even necessarily like against people, just like go in against like a level 1 CPU and then
Hmm.
try to like play a few games where you're like trying to kill the computer, but you like never like get the idle animation at all.
Okay.
That would probably help a lot.
Yeah.
And
Okay. Okay.
one of the big habits that got called out a lot that you got super blown up for that I didn't hear you mention was right here. So right here you get sent off stage,
I
and
was just, am I gonna jump? Yeah.
yeah, you double jump. You gotta be
Okay.
really careful about this.
Yeah, Cypher's told me about that like about at least 50 times.
Yeah, as soon as I
Okay.
saw this, as soon as I see something like this, I'm like, I'm looking for this every single time they get sent off stage. Like, are
Yeah.
they gonna do it? And then so he
Yep.
even
Okay.
super hard reads it, and then he shines you out of it, and then you die.
Okay.
So that's really huge. And then if we fast forward to the next kill, this is also from the same double jump. So really, you just like die. It's the same thing, right? So right here,
Mhm.
you just double jump, and then he reads it with back arrow.
Okay. Well. Okay. So what's the difference between that or I guess you're saying those are the because I would think that like what I did here and the two before are different because the two before was just like it was me double jumping like just as soon as I possibly could. But this one, is it you're saying like it's just at the same like spot I double jump all the time,
Yeah,
and
it's like
rather than
this.
it just being like as soon as I'm free, I just double jump in.
Yeah, it's about whenever you get. It just looks like you like to. Whenever you get around, like close to the edge of the stage, then you like to double jump. Instead of
Okay.
like going to the ledge or like going low and trying to grab and like trying to upbeat to the ledge, you just like double
Mhm.
jump like right here every time.
Mhm. Okay.
So yeah, you can see this right, same spot.
Yeah.
You just. It looks like you just want to like double jump forward air, like maybe you're scared of grabbing the ledge. And I don't
Yeah.
remember exactly what the next kill was, but see, right here, again, it's the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And then I think he was ready for it, but obviously, like, he didn't quite kill you for it. But yeah, this
Yeah.
is something that's like, you know, I, like, every time I see something like this, I'm always like, the first time, I'm always like, okay, I'm going to see if this guy really likes to do it. Right, and that was an immediate double jump, but either way,
Right.
he's just ready for you to double jump. But then, like 3 out of 4 times, that's why you die.
Okay. And so is that like always something that's bad to do, or is it more like it's just another thing you should be like mixing up, whether you immediately do it or do it later, you know?
It's definitely a mix-up, but it's something that I would say you should do. You should not do more than you do it.
Right. Okay.
So way more
It shouldn't be
often,
like a habit. It should, yeah. Okay.
yeah, way more often you'll see Marths like go low, and then they'll upbeat to the ledge, and then they'll like try a sweet spot that way. And then
Yeah.
only sometimes will they recover high in this way.
Okay.
Do you like watch a lot of Melee?
Not really. I mean, these games are from when me and Cypher watched Big House at his house though. So I did watch that, but I don't really watch a lot of top play.
You should. It would be really helpful.
Hmm.
So, like, just trying to like copy, if you can kind of copy, like movement sequences
Yeah,
and how they
dude.
approach certain kind of situations. Like, you know, if you watch Zane play, you'll like almost
I know.
never
Yeah,
see this high
that's what I was
double
gonna say.
jump.
Like watching him play is so crazy.
Yeah,
Cause it's weird because like I feel like I can technically like replicate everything I'm seeing on screen. Like I can do all the text he's doing and stuff, but he's just like so clean. Everything is so clean. It's crazy.
yeah, he's super clean and super fast. I mean, if you just watch him, he's just like, I mean, he's really on another level. He's really fast.
Yeah.
So you want to kind of get your tech skill to, I mean, obviously, you know, you want to get it to that level eventually. I'm not saying like, oh, only do that and then do nothing else until you can move like Zane. Like that would be kind of
Uh-huh.
silly. But you definitely want to be able to have like more command and control over your character.
Hmm.
And you know, based off of pretty much what I'm seeing in this first game, it doesn't seem like you have all of like the timing and the rhythm of the character built in yet. And I can
Uh-huh.
also see that like you don't necessarily like watch a lot of Melee because
Wait, how can you
of,
tell that from how I play? Wait, that.
yeah, not just the double jumps, but yeah. So for example, like right here where you do this down throw, and then
Uh-huh.
you just like don't even go for a real punish. You just like wave dash back and try to forward smash if he's gonna roll in,
Yeah.
and then you'll
That's something. Yeah, I think that's another thing that is probably something I need to work on is like I have like literally zero like specific combos like memorized or specific things to do like memorized. I literally every single move I do is kind of just like on instinct, you know?
Mm-hmm.
There's no like, okay, down throw, now I should be looking out for this move or I should be looking out for this move. It's just kind
Yeah,
of
it's
whatever
definitely
I feel
like
like.
a knowledge thing, and you do want to play on instinct, but you want to be able to train your instinct to do the good things.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
So,
That makes
like,
sense.
for example, if I pull up YouTube, all I have to do is find Zane versus Fox, right? Zane versus Fox. And I can just pull up any set. So here's a random one, or not a random one, but it's just the top result.
Mhm.
So let's go to the very beginning and see what happens. Like whenever, and we're just gonna jump around and see how Zane moves around, and also like what happens whenever he throws his whenever he grabs his opponent. So right there, he up throws, and then he like goes for these kind of like combos, right? So you have
Yeah.
this opportunity as well. If we go back and see it. Right here. Yeah, so you had this opportunity, right? But you chose to like
Hmm.
throw him into the corner. This is not the worst thing in the world, but then you didn't like tech chase or anything off of it.
Yeah. I think it's just because I was close to the edge that I just wanted to do that.
Yeah, I don't
Or
think
that
it's
was
a
like
bad
the impulse,
idea.
at least.
I don't think it's a bad idea to like throw your opponent off, like if they're close to the edge or anything. But
Yeah.
like look at how usually like Marth gets his combos, and if you just like watch more players and then like try to steal, watch more melee and try to steal what the good Marth players do, I think that'd be a
Hmm.
good place for you to start. See, there's up throw again, and then look how his combos are, right? Like you don't have this kind of execution yet, even though this
Yeah.
is like actually kind of like relatively basic. So like even whenever he ends up on top here, then you just
Hmm.
like up tilt, and then you just like miss up tilt, and then actually you are a little slow out of this up tilt as well. So you go for
Yeah.
up tilt, and look right here. The animation's over, but like you didn't like shield or like try to dash or anything.
Well, yeah, I mean, how many, I couldn't even really tell, like, how big of a window is that? Because I feel like all I should have done there was just, like, hold shield, maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know if I could have gotten any moves out.
you definitely could have shielded. You might have been able to dash back as well because when Marth enters his dash
Hmm.
animation, he ducks really low.
Yeah.
So that might have
Okay.
been something because Cypher was slow in this back air for sure.
Okay.
I'm not really worried about like that this waveland. Just like tech skill errors kind of just happen to everybody.
Yeah.
So
I think
then
generally I can hit him.
again, early double jump. So it's a combination of things. Like obviously he's able to kill you a lot off of your habits, but a lot of the other times, it just like it just comes from you are getting kind of like maybe not like he's probably not outthinking you, but the truth is melee is not really a game about thinking.
Oh, this one right here, this moment right here, I wanted to ask you about because I feel like he should not have been able to recover this. I hit him off like 6 different times. I would like specifically remember this happening.
Yeah, so
Like
like
in
after you hit this jab, I would have run off the stage and upbeat him.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, that is something I noticed when Zane was doing because I would never even have thought about doing that. But I saw
Right.
Zane doing that in tournament, and I was like, oh, I guess you could. Wouldn't it be safer though, just to run down and like forward air him, or is it
Uh,
just like not as good?
you could go for a forward air, but I mean, the up B is guaranteed, and once you get good at it, like whenever you practice it, it's not like, I mean, I guess it's got a smaller hitbox than forward air, but they're
Hmm.
like equally safe. Like neither of them are like actually really that difficult, and if you hit them
Okay.
with up B, reverse up B from like anywhere and they don't have the double jump, like in this kind of situation, they just die every time. Whereas with forward air, he might get a chance to up B again, and then you'd have to edge guard some more. You'd have some more chances. He'd have more chances to live, like if you messed up. But if you up beat him here, he would just be dead.
Yeah. Okay.
So I would have run off and double jump up B.
Can you angle a B reverse up B? That just seems really awkward to do that.
Yeah, you can angle your up B. You hit up B and then you can just like roll your stick to the side a little bit after you do the up B. After you start the up B.
Oh wait, so when you angle it, you move it to the side after you do up B?
Yeah, you don't necessarily have to like hold the angle first. You can just like up B and then roll the stick over to the right direction.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and so like all of this is kind of like symptomatic of, I mean, like you said before, you haven't really been playing a lot, right? Like mostly off, right?
Yeah.
And so, like I said, it kind of shows through in terms of just like all of this is kind of stuff like, oh, if you watch Melee, if you watch enough Zane, then like right here, you're supposed to run off and up B them.
Yeah.
And then you just like go and then you practice doing that and you put in a bunch of hours and then you're able to do it. And then like then you don't need to think about it, right? Then it's just like, oh, right. I see him off stage, you're dead.
Right, yeah. Because I was just watching him do that, and I was just like, that wasn't even in like my head at all for like possible things to do. I guess it's really good, and it sounds like it's not too difficult.
Yeah, I mean, I would say definitely. I didn't see you go off for forward air at all this game, so probably start with the forward air until you get comfortable with it. Then you can learn the up B. But
yeah, do you think I should? Because generally, I guess I should, but generally I feel safer just staying on stage and trying to react. But I guess that doesn't really make sense.
It's kind of like a mixed bag. I definitely get that because I also made Marth, and definitely when I started, I definitely like it's just like kind of safer. Like you won't kill yourself if you stand on stage, and then you like try to react, but it does just give them more chances because, like you said, you hit this guy a million times and you didn't die. As opposed to if you were confident in your execution, then he wouldn't get a bunch of chances, right? Like he'd be off stage and then he'd just be dead right after that.
Right.
So if you think about it that way, I mean, definitely like in your case where it's just like, if you really want to win this specific game, then yeah, you should definitely do just like whatever you feel more confident and comfortable in. But in general, you should like practice doing the good thing even if it's difficult.
Okay, yeah. That makes sense.
So yeah, and I guess you probably have like Uncle Punch, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know if you've played around it, but there is like an Armada Shine training mode.
Isn't that what's Armada Shine? Is that just where you run off and shine them?
It's like you pick your character and then like it's like a save state if you're like your character hitting Fox off the stage and then he up Bs.
Mm-hmm.
And so you can use that as practice to do the forward air or the up B, where and this is really, really important for Marth because edgeguarding spacies is definitely one of his like really, really strong suits.
Yeah.
And so you can boot up if you just go in Uncle Punch and you boot up Armada Shine training, then you can practice hitting like going off stage, getting comfortable going off stage, and hitting Fox's up B.
Yeah.
So I would say that'd be a good place for you to start, as well as just like making sure that you're like moving quickly out of all your stuff. So like right here, you get burned, and then you hit him with the wrong smash attack, and then that's what I'm talking about, right? Then he got high enough that like he kind of just had a chance, and he had enough chances, and then he got there, and that's why like staying on stage too much isn't too good. But if you had been ready and confident in your execution going off stage, you would have killed him from the get-go.
Yeah.
Here you double jump at him. He actually tried to shine you out of it, but he missed. Okay, so that's that shield drop that you were talking about. Honestly, not that important in this situation. You did get kind of owned for it, but the main reason why
Mm-hmm.
you died was because of this double jump. So this
Yeah,
is the
yeah.
focus game. And to be honest, like I would bet that a lot of these habits would carry over to the speech game. Uh, I would definitely bet like as soon like whenever you get off stage, you double
Double
jump,
jump.
and
Yeah.
then he like called it out. See, like there you didn't double jump, you just side B, but it's pretty much the same thing. You're trying to
Mm-hmm.
recover high, and then he reads it. But this is like a particularly like egregious example because I mean he couldn't have even reached you. Like if you hadn't done this side B, you would have just grabbed the ledge and been fine. Like, can you see how he can't have possibly gotten to you?
Yeah.
But you like gave him the time because you like side B and then you like jumped into him and then he just
Yeah.
hit you.
I didn't even like change position. It was just like basically air stalled.
Yeah, exactly. It is like kind of like a funny situation too because with like you down throwing him here, like you get a really good grab honestly. Like that's a really really good grab.
Mm-hmm.
And then you down throw him, and then the vibes are pretty much like, well, you're like waiting for him to freak out so you can forward smash him. Like you do this like wait
Yeah.
dash at him to bait, and then you wait dash back in. You're like, haha, if he rolls in, I will forward smash him, and then he just like dash attacks you.
Yeah.
So that's kind of a question. I was like, okay, if you see a good Marth player throw Peach in the corner, like what they usually do. They probably tech chase or they're not only covering them like slowly rolling in. This is a really good up B, by the way, and then you get on the stage. Oh, he just barely taps you, but you're okay. Ah, you double jumped. And then you air stall, and then you're dead. But like you could have been totally fine. Oh, he really went for it. Mm-hmm. Nice. Yeah, this is actually an amazing grab. This grab is so good. But then you're like just kind of like slow acting out of it.
Just to clarify, when you say like I get a good grab, is that like, do you mean like it was like I have a lot of opportunities from that grab, or is it like that was hard to pull off the grab that you got or something?
I
Like,
think
what exactly do you mean?
it is a difficult grab to get, or it is a good idea to grab here. Either it is a good idea to grab here, or it is difficult to get this grab, but you're supposed to, or both.
Okay.
So here I think you did a really good job grabbing him because you like it just felt like you were like really slippery and it felt like you tricked him. Like he like the way you moved was kind of like Marth is a character. So first off, Marth is a character that's kind of like a lot of the way you want to think about playing Marth is just like, oh, like I'm very slippery.
Mm-hmm.
Which is like, again, one of the strengths of his character. He has really strong grounded movement. So it's like, oh, you're like dash dancing, you're like moving in this way, and then he thinks you're gonna come in, so he whiffs the forward air. And then you're like, just kidding, I wasn't actually going to. And now you missed it, I grabbed you. That's really good.
Mm-hmm.
So Marth is a character that uses a lot of his like grounded movement to bait out attacks from his opponent, tricking them to think he's coming in, and then he makes them miss because he's really slippery, and then he comes in really quickly and he grabs them.
Yeah, that specific like sequence of like wave dashes and dashes or whatever, I just kind of started doing it like somehow. I don't even really know what it is, but it just kind of got into my muscle memory somehow. And then like every time I did it, like I would, or not every time, but like most of the time when I did it, I would get a grab, and then someone would be like, "Oh my God, wait, good grab!" Like he was surprised that I would get it, or the
Yeah,
surprise that like he would get a grab there.
yeah, it makes sense. I mean, it's a good grab.
I don't even know like what exactly the sequence of moves is. I kind of just started getting it in my muscle memory somehow,
Well,
and I just
it's
started doing
less
it.
so much about like the actual specific sequence of moves as it is you make it look like you're going in, but actually you're like you're faking it, you know? You like give him a little
Yeah,
pump fake and then you go in whenever he's like trying to defend himself because he thought you were going in to begin with.
yeah.
So it's it's more about the idea, but that was just like a very like cleanly executed movement sequence, and I think you should
Okay.
look for more of those. But in order to succeed, even when you get the grab, you have to know what to do after you get the grab, right? So like in the Fox game, I saw you just like down throw into the corner a lot, and then just kind of like wait and try to forward smash.
So you cut out I did what in the corner?
So a lot of times versus in the Fox game, right? I saw you get the grab and then you would kind of like just wait and then try to get a forward smash, right?
Yeah.
But you got to know like how to really like maximize your value out of each grab.
Yeah, for sure. That's definitely, yeah, a lot of times when I grab someone, I don't really know what to do. I'm just kind of sitting there like, I guess I'll just up throw them, you know?
Yep. And that's where that's a lot of where like watching the top players play as
Hmm.
well as watching as well as like practicing in training mode will come in because you need to know what to practice, but then like it doesn't matter like what you intellectually know. Melee is a game that's a lot less about knowing things or about like outthinking your opponent. It's a game really about doing things.
Hmm.
And I'm sure you've probably like felt this as well. Like you've probably played people before where you're just like, oh well, like I didn't really like outplay. It's just like I just like fucked up or like
Yeah.
uh you
You only
know
won because I suck.
or like they were like really fast and then you were like you know what they're going to do but like you can't really do anything about it, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So melee is a game a lot about like I would say like 80-90% of the game is just about like being able to do things well. So, put a lot of emphasis on, like we talked about, your basics, like making sure that your wave dashes are clean, making sure that you can dash as quickly as possible out of your moves, like knowing like how your moves fit together and like just practicing being able to do those sequences over and over. So you can end up with more sequences that this that gets you that grab.
Uh-huh.
Cause like imagine if you killed him off of this grab.
Yeah, that would be big. What would you say, like in just in this specific situation, what do you think you would do with this
Uh,
grab?
I would forward throw.
Okay. Just
So
to, and what are you looking for off the fourth throw?
forward throw. If he holds in or up, then you can combo with aerials. Usually starting with like a forward air or a neutral air, and you can do a combo of some sort that way. So like if you forward air them, then they go up. Then you can juggle them and then put a lot of damage that way. Or if they keep holding in but like stay in front of you, then you can set up to get a tip or forward smash, or you can try to do a Ken combo. Or if they
Hmm.
go all the way out on your forward throw so that you can't forward air, then you can go for a tech chase and re-grab them and then forward throw them again, like try to put them off stage and get an edge guard from there. That's pretty much what you would see.
Okay.
So so this is like the kind of thing that that you need to know and be comfortable and practice and so that you can be comfortable doing it, right? Like usually against Peach, you do a lot of side throws, and against Fox, or fast followers, you do a lot of up throw. But
Right. Yeah.
in these games, you know, you kind of did the opposite. Like you grabbed Peach here, and then you did an up throw. But
Hmm.
you grabbed Fox in the other game, you did a side throw. So it's kind of backwards. Nice. Yeah, you just those cards. So pretty straightforward games. A lot of them have to do with just like, you know, he knows that he can out execute you. So a lot of times
Hmm.
that's just what he does.
Yeah. And also the double jump thing.
Yeah.
That also looked like it was big.
Yeah, for sure. But you know, fortunately, these are things that are like pretty straightforward to address. I mean, I'm not going to say necessarily easy because you know, just
Yeah.
like playing melee can be kind of hard. Like it's a hard game. So, but
Yeah.
you know, you could practice your edge guarding on Fox, like I said, the Armada Shine training mode and Uncle Punch, and just like make it, just like beef up your tech skill and your execution so that people can't just go like execution robot on you.
Yeah.
Those would be the two things I would say like help you. That would probably like help you out the most right now.
Yeah. What's interesting, I guess, is I guess the most interesting thing is that the double jump thing. I always just thought it was like the habit was okay. You just double jump like just as soon as you possibly can after I throw you or something. But it's really just about like more so that just like area of the stage. I guess I always want to go high rather than just kind of go low under the stage and then try to make it back up.
Yeah, I would
And I even
say
even with it's not even necessarily like the double jump like you saw is also doing with the like side B too.
yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, try to keep you know, Marth is a character that likes the sweet spot a lot, and it's good to be able like be very comfortable like being able to recover to the ledge. So definitely look at that a lot. You don't need to like get terribly specific about the habit. You know, like it doesn't need to be like, oh, you know, he double jumps immediately out of hit stun whenever he gets hit with a back air like out of a tech chase and he tech rolled left. You know, it doesn't need to be like that like
Yeah.
level of specificity. It'll just be like, you know, a lot of times when I look for habits, I'm just like, oh, does this guy like to double jump and like recover high? Okay, I'm going to cover that a lot.
Yeah. That makes sense. That makes sense.
So yeah, actually, do you have like Slippy on your computer or whatever?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Do you have
You
your
wanna play a game?
controller? I can't. I'm on my laptop. I don't have it. But
Oh,
can you boot up Uncle Punch and try the Armada Shine training right now, and then screen share it with
okay.
me?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Let's go with that. Since we have a little bit of time, let's see if you can do that. I'm gonna hit stop streaming.
Is it working? Can you see everything?
Yeah, I can see it. I can see it. Okay, nice. So tap right. Yeah, Armada Shine. Right. Yeah, Armada Shine. Pick Marth.
I'll just go to let me see.
Yeah, that works. Yeah. Yeah. So just start with the forward air, right? Oh,
Oh,
that was a
okay, yeah.
bad one. Nice. And then I'll be back to the stage. Yep.
All right.
Exactly like that. See
Try to do
that
both
one?
after I missed
Yeah.
it.
Well, that's always how it is.
It's a
That
little
one
too
you probably
far.
had to side B once. Nice. Nice. Whoops. That's not right. Yeah, try to do it without getting burned. Yeah. Yeah, see, that's why you really don't want to get burnt. That was like the downfall of your edge guard in the other game too.
I think I should be going for tippers on these.
Mm-mm. I would not want to tipper him. Because the tipper usually the tipper sends them like up, right?
Yeah, yeah,
So if they
yeah.
hold in, then they'll get more chances. Yeah, that was a really good one. Obviously, other than getting burned. Yeah, that one was perfect.
Okay.
Side B once. Nice, perfect. Yes.
I keep trying to do it twice. I would be so sick though if I did it.
Yeah. Like the double fair.
Yeah. Or just do it like fair the first time and then up B on the second one.
Oh yeah, that's also possible depending on Dirty Eye. Nice. Okay, let's try another one. So grab the so pause real quick. Oh yeah, yeah. So whenever he goes off, grab the ledge. So
Okay.
wave dash to the ledge, and then like fall off and like double jump back air him out of his up B. Yeah,
Like that?
exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Practice that one a lot too. This is like bread and butter. Bread and butter. That's definitely one that you saw. You could upbeat that one again.
Yeah, I went for it. That's close. How big is the hitbox like for
It's
up
bigger
B?
than you think it is. It's bigger than you think it is.
Okay. That was too fast.
Yeah, you don't. Whenever you do this one, you want to like go out and like meet him more. Don't try too much. Like you're not trying to back him out of like the launch. You're like trying to get him as he's charging.
Okay. I feel like also in this one tippers would be better. Am I wrong or
Yeah, yeah. Tipper is good. Yeah. So you can drop more. You can like drop more, and then yeah, yeah, yeah. Exactly, exactly. And that's so you gotta get to the ledge like as fast as possible. Nice, yeah. That makes a big difference. Right, that one you want to drop down and then like
yeah.
really far and then go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Exactly, exactly. So yeah, you can practice this one a lot. And it seems like you have this one less down, so definitely like, yeah, yeah, you saw it. You had the vision. You had the vision. You had the vision. Nice, nice, nice.
Okay.
I don't even care that you died. I like that you like went for it like that.
I'm gonna be honest. Usually, I always go for that, just because it's sick when you hit it.
That's good too. That's good too. The only problem with it is just like you have to like read their angle. So there are sometimes they don't have a choice except they'll do it, and then it's really good then. But you know, if you can like hit them out of launch like that, that was perfect. If you hit them like that out of the charge, then you know, they don't even get a chance.
So why is it better to hit them out of charge than just when they're just charging it like that? Oh, wait, do you mean charge like?
Yeah, whenever he's like going Super Saiyan.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. When he's like charging up, yeah, that's when you want to hit him. You don't want to hit him like as he's going, as much.
Yeah. Okay. That's what I thought you meant by charge. Is what? Like,
yeah. Miscommunication.
But yeah.
So once you get used to this one, you can also try doing like you were doing the fair, but do with like the runoff double jump fair, but just do runoff double jump up B instead. Nice, that was really good. That was beautiful.
It's a wave dash.
Yeah, it happens. Ooh, that was close. Nice. Yeah.
I feel like it's faster though to just go. You just run straight up with the like do
Yeah,
this one.
yeah. You
That
you
one just seems
definitely can.
easier. What's the
Uh,
advantage of doing the back air one?
it's just like sometimes you'll already be on the ledge. You'll already be like on the ledge, so it's
Okay.
better to use back air. And it's just like it's not so much that you would like ever like behave like this and like hit them off the stage, and then like go
Uh-huh.
through the extra step of grabbing the ledge or anything. Uh, and it's more like sometimes you're already like on the ledge, so you're just like pretending
Yeah.
you're
If
in
you're
that
just in a
situation instead.
situation. Yeah.
Yeah. Try doing the runoff. Oh, that was
Oh.
sick. That was dope. That was actually dope. Try doing the runoff edge guard again, but do like, and just like instead of doing the fair, do the up B.
Okay.
So the
I feel
way
like he's got to be in the right position, or
it's a lot less specific than you think it is. Just like pretend you're going to like run off and fair him, and just
Mhm.
like literally do the exact same thing. Just run off and then like go to fair him, and then just instead of fairing, do up B.
Okay.
The timing is a little bit tighter, but you will be able to find the rhythm. You're going a little too low. Yeah.
Oh, wait. I
Instead of
gotta.
jumping off, you want to run off though.
Okay,
You're
wait.
you're
I don't
jumping
know.
off
I don't
right
know if
now.
I'm. I don't know if I'm. I don't know what I'm looking at. It looks like he turns around after I start the uppie. Is that
Yeah,
right, or am I just is it just looking
that's
weird?
correct. That's correct.
Okay.
So instead of jumping off, just like run off and then do double jump up B.
Okay.
Yeah, that was close. You did the side B that time, but it would have worked.
There
Nice.
you go.
Yeah. And you
I
see
didn't.
how he's just dead. You know, it's not like
Yeah.
forward air where it's just like, oh, like he still gets up B like kind of close. Like when
I
you
think I
sweet
could be
spot
making
up B
some of
him,
these.
he's
Yeah.
just dead. Nice.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I could
Eh,
definitely also be making a lot of these back if I was angling it.
right, exactly.
I gotta
But you
figure out
know,
how
one
that
piece
works.
at a time.
Yeah.
So whenever I would encourage you if Fox is ever below the ledge, like if he ever can't side B to the ledge, just go off, and then if
Hmm.
you're confident, do the up B. But if you're not confident, do the forward air. You know, but
Yeah.
you want to.
It's kind of seeming like the uppie is like for when he's close.
Mm-hmm.
Like going too far away, you just maybe don't have enough time.
Sure. So just like just get like once you sick. So like once you get confident, once you get like really comfortable with it, then you'll be able to do it. But 100% next time you play a fox, anytime that fox has to like can't side beat to the ledge, go out there, like force yourself to run off and do the edge guard from there. It will save you a lot of heartache later. Yeah. Like exactly like that. Like as soon as you know, just don't need to like react to where he's up being from.
Hmm.
Just run off the stage first and then follow him and hit him.
I try to grab it.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And so you can like also, instead of taking this initial hit, you can like start by like something to kind of like prepare yourself for like the two move sequence, right? Because like I don't start edgeguard sequences very often by like having back air to Fox off the stage at whatever percent. So yeah,
Uh,
I'll start with like down tilt or counter instead, right? And
all right.
then so after the first hit, like I'll just go and I'll like try to down tilt his up B first, and then I'll do the runoff fair from there, or the runoff up B from there. Yeah,
Oh, I tried.
close.
So does your side B? Okay. Does your side B just stall you, or does it actually give you height? I think it gives you like a little
It
bit,
gives
right?
you your first side B gives you a little bit of height, but only the first one.
Yeah, and I know there's like the weird thing where like you have to reset it by actually touching the ground. You can't just have
Yes.
a ledge. Because that used to
Yes.
get me a lot, and I looked it up.
Yeah, that's right. But yeah, it does give you a little bit of height. So here, start by like down tilting him as he like up Bs to the ledge, and then going from there.
Or what do you mean? Like just like
Yeah, just like time a down tilt on his up B. So like he's
oh,
gonna
are
up
you
B
saying like
here.
just like this?
Yeah. And
Like
then down tilt
okay.
him. Yeah, and then go off. Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's perfect. Right.
I couldn't get
Exactly.
off the side.
Yeah. Right, exactly. And then that suddenly it starts to look a lot more like the situations where, where it's just like, oh, like yeah, I've done ledge hop down here or down air here or ledge hop back air here a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel I said this to Cypher earlier, and he said it was true that I feel like if you know what you're doing, you're good. Fox is like pretty easy to edge guard.
I think Fox is really hard to edge guard.
Oh,
But
really?
yeah, but as long as he's like in these positions where he's below the stage and he doesn't have access to like up B really high or use side B, then he is as easy to edge guard.
Oh, you know what? I'm actually like remembering this now. I think the reason, because I think I used to do that a lot more where I just go off stage and then
Mm-hmm.
I started just staying on stage. I think the reason actually is because every time I would do that against a Falco, they just side B that I get meteored. It was like
Yeah.
traumatized.
Yeah, so it's just like, you can only be. Well, I would say you can start by just like, you can only be like really aggressive like this whenever like they can't side B because they would die. But whenever they're high, I would try to be ready for side B. But as soon as you
Mm.
see them go below the point where they can side B, just run off the stage immediately. Yeah, I like the idea there. So yeah, I would say, do this practice like you know, just do it like it doesn't have to be long. I don't know like what your schedule is like. I mean, I guess
Yeah,
you're in college, so a lot of times you don't know what your schedule's like.
yeah,
But literally, if you can, just put like 5-10 minutes a day into this, just doing like the up Bs, the back airs, the forward airs, and like you'll find your edge guarding against both spacies will improve a lot.
yeah. I can already tell like this is just like pretty useful. I mean, it seems like a lot more. I don't know, like it's a lot more successful than just waiting on stage and trying to react to whatever he does.
Yeah. Because
You
it's just
know?
like then you have to like guess their angle and like react with forward smash.
Yeah.
But then like sometimes they like drift back or like they go straight to ledge, they go really high and it's ugly. But
The thing is, like, it only wasn't working when I started playing like IRL tournaments and stuff because on Slippy, like all the foxes I would play, they would just always recover like just straight towards me, like no matter what,
oh yeah,
every
you could
single
just
time.
forward smash them as they're up being at you.
Yeah,
Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, just practice this as well as the other stuff, like just like making sure that your movement is clean and all that. So yeah, it's been about an hour.
okay,
But I'm gonna put this on YouTube, and then
all right.
I'll ping you once it's up. But yeah, hopefully this was good for you.
No, yeah, this was super helpful.
Yeah, for sure. All right, glad to hear it.
All right, thank you.
Yep.
Thank you for taking
No,
time out of your day and all that.
no, yeah, no problem. Let me know if you have any questions. If we can always schedule a follow up. But yeah, in the meantime, like
Hmm.
if you have any questions and you don't want to like do this like whole call thing, you can just ask me. I'll be around and
Uh,
I'll like respond just like any like questions about melee or Marth or any of that stuff. Like I'm a Marth main myself, so I've been
oh,
through a lot of what you've been
I
through.
actually do have a question.
Yeah. What's up?
Um, what do you do? What do you do when you're recovering
Mm-hmm.
and then they are sticking on the ledge, light shielding, angling towards the ledge?
Oh yeah, that's a tough one. So
What do you possibly do in that
you
situation?
can get around it. Like sometimes you can get around it and drift to the ledge and not knock them off, but a lot of times you do have to do your recovery where you just like land like barely on the stage and you try to DI really well. A lot of the time, that's like a situation. I mean, that's called the Marth killer, for a reason.
Wait, so you
And
can actually just like pixel perfect like angle it through there where you don't hit him?
yeah, but it's really hard, and you can't always do it. It's like it's kind of niche. It's pretty situational when you can do it. I would
Okay.
say usually if you have your double jump, then this is a spot where you would like save your double jump and you would like try double jump to the ledge instead. But if you have to up B, then yeah, you kind of do have to just up B onto the stage and then DI really good.
What do you mean DI? Like, are
DI
they gonna
really
hit you or
well.
something?
Yeah, because so like you up B onto the stage and then that like knocks them onto the ledge and they're gonna usually like hit you to send you off and like rinse repeat that sequence.
Okay.
Do you know what DI is?
Yeah, I know what DI.
Okay, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
just like DI really well and just like be prepared to like
Yeah, I was
get
confused. I
hit
thought you were
really
saying
well.
like DI out of your up B, and I was like, what?
No. Just like get ready to DI, like get really good DI as they like try to hit you again.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
They do call that technique the Marth killer for a reason. It is really good against Marth.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anything else?
No, this is it.
Cool. Yeah. If like I said, if you have any questions, just feel free to shoot me a message and I will do
Mhm.
my best to answer them whenever I see it.
All right, well, thank you. And
Yep.
I'll see you later.
Yep. Peace.